Hi, this is Sherry. I have another journal share today. This is one that I made using an original book cover from the Patchwork of Oz. And I left the cover as is. It was just really nice condition. When I gutted the book, I made a small tear in the spine, but I did repair that. I used binding tape plus some book linen and some heavyweight cardstock, really bookboard. So it shouldn't rip anymore, and if it does, it's, everything's going to stay together. And the book, I believe, is 1913. Okay, this is the cover. It has some stuff hanging at the bottom, some ruffles, a little bit at the top. It's 7 signatures. And I used the hidden spine method. Now this is a page from the actual book, and I use that for the inside book cover. And this is some black book linen, Irish book linen that I use. I also use digitals from Paper Life by Lynn and by Mrs. Cog, as well as pages from my Oz books and some Stamperia paper. Okay. This here is vintage lace. I made a little pocket with it. And I've got a page from a book in here, and then a little writing area. This page here is from a Wizard of Oz, the Wizard of Oz book. I think it's a 1944 edition. And there's the Patchwork Girl. She's kind of scary. But apparently she was made up from a quilt to have magical powers. I love this. I hate dignity. Yep. And I used some nice trim up here. I basically tried to incorporate the colors from the cover of her in her dress. And a little piece of fabric down there. This is some writing area with a variety of papers. And a page from the book. A lot of tea-dyed paper in here. Just some pretty fabric. It's velvet with embroidery or lace, whatever that's supposed to be called. Trim. This is a pocket. Scarecrow. A little bit of lace there. How can you talk if you haven't got a brain? This is a pocket. This is a pocket. And then this is a pocket. And I, as usual, did quite a bit of stitching. A little piece of trim up there. I reinforced some of the papers with fabric along the spine side. This pocket I made with fabric and a piece from a doily. And it's just a little tag that I stuck in there. It actually could be 2 pockets, behind the paper and then behind the fabric. And again, this is vintage lace or trim, whatever. I have an eyelet up here with some velvet and a little heart charm. This is from Stamperia. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. This is a page. This is a 1913 piece of paper. And so is this, and I made a pocket with the Patchwork Girl. And this was a printout from some copyright-free material, and this is the page from the book that I have, where the illustrations were done in black and white. And And this was a dedication page from the book, the 1913 book. Little lace decoration there, map of the land of Oz. More writing paper. Little tuck spot. That's another tuck spot. There's some various ephemera and writing areas in there. Eyelet with some sari silk there. Little tuck spot. A yellow represents the yellow brick road. This is a fabric pocket with a little piece of linen on it. And there's a pocket in here with some ephemera. There's two pockets. Ruffles representing colors from the Patchwork Girl. This is a fabric flip up. And this is just a little pinned piece of lace and fabric. Here's some bird fabric I had that was in the right colors, so I made a pocket. More ruffles. Digital. And this is from the actual book. Talks a little bit about the story. This little patch there. Another eyelet. Decorative features. This is a pocket. This is an old cross stitch piece, so that can be a little tuck spot. Lace decoration at the bottom. I call it lace, it's some type of trim. Some writing area. Fabric and trim. Pockets with some ephemera in them. That's just an old vintage little girl piece of paper, and these have writing areas in them. I embellished with the fabric patch here. Another little image of the Patchwork Girl and a little fabric pocket. I hope you can see that okay. This is the other side of that cross stitch piece. This is a pocket. And this is a old postcard. And on it it says, "You look out for a big bawling out in my letter. All the time yours." I don't know what that's about. Here's some pretty trim that I added to the top of this page. Another eyelet. This has a little charm on it. More patches. Pocket. This is a pocket from a little made from bird fabric, and this is fabric. This is another journaling card with an image from the story with the paper tab and some pretty lace. I don't know, this is some trim. It might even be antique. I'm not sure, but it's definitely vintage, and it's just so delicate and beautiful. That's all I have of it. I hate to give it up, but you know, one must make sacrifices in the name of art. Here's a pocket with just some decorative fabrics. Fabric and a little piece of velvet. True courage is facing danger when you're afraid. Yeah, I guess so. Let's get in there. And this is from the book. Yeah, 1913. Another eyelet. Kansas. This fabric reminded me of like a tornado. Just a page with some decorative patches on it. Butterfly with the right colors for this theme. Colorful and pretty. Technicolor fabric. Little patch there. More pockets. Side tucks. Stories from Oz. Journaling card. Another eyelet. Another page from the book. This is from an old quilt that I have. This is a journaling card. So I just cut up this old quilt block. It has wear and tear on it. It's been washed by me. This is from the book, and I added a little fabric ribbon to her hair. More of that pretty trim. That is Dorothy. Home Again. It's a page from the 1944 book. I added the tape. Little patch down here and up here. This is one of her stories with the frog. Got another piece in here, the prologue. And again, I used some aged tape on that. Even though the page is antique, I made it look vintage. Here's some more pretty trim down here. Writing space. Scarecrow. These are decorative pieces. Fabric patches. This is a little pocket. And this is a piece of trim that can be used as a belly band or a tuck spot. And this is another little, I backed this with a page from the book. And this was a printout, I think, from Mrs. Cog. Another piece of sari silk ruffle. Home Sweet Home. The back, it's a pocket, and on the back page I included that this book belongs to from the 1913 book. All right. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this look at a piece of history updated by me.